let's rate some hair colors. The last video that I released was the top 5 worst hair colors to try. This was all based on my own experience because I tend to try a lot of colors, and hence I feel that I am a good judge to see what hair color falls into the worst hair color category. But I love my hair colors, and I thought it was only fair that I do a whole entire separate video on the best hair colors to try. If you don't know me, my name is Stella. I change my hair a lot. I tend to love transforming my hair and seeing what happens when you try different things on hair. And over the course of my many year-long career, I have tried over 150 different hair color combinations, many of them being my favorite. So today I'm gonna tell you which are the top 5 best hair colors to try from someone who's tried them all. Let's go. Before I get into the video, I do want to say that it was incredibly difficult to pick this. Like the top 5 bad ones, which I'm going to link somewhere, those were relatively easy for me to understand because there are so few that fall into that category. Top 5 best hair colors, on the other hand, it took me a while. And it also feels a bit backstabby to myself because I had to exclude so many beautiful colors, but I feel that the top 5 that I chose are 5 universally understood fantastic hair colors. So let's get into them. Number 5, emerald green hair. If you follow this channel or any of my platforms for the past few years, this will come as no surprise to you. Emerald green hair has been one of my favorite colors for the past 4 years since I first tried it, and it has been your favorite as well. If you don't know what emerald green hair is, it is a beautiful mix of like a deep gem green color with a deep gem blue color, forming this really ethereal, gorgeous mix of the two colors somewhere in between. Funny enough, if you actually look up emerald gem, like the actual stone, it's a completely different color. I have no idea why I decided to name this color emerald green because it's kind of more like dark teal, but it's stunning. It's a stunning color. The gem-like quality of this color, the depth of it, and the vibrancy with it make it a really beautifully unique color. I haven't seen this on a lot of people, but the few that I have seen it on, every single one of them have been beautiful. Although it is a form of green color, it does somehow manage to complement the skin. And I think it's because, especially if you've got cool tones, or you can look at your veins and they are a bit more on the greeny blue side, it somehow manages to add a vibrancy to the face that I wouldn't have thought possible from a color such as a blue-green. The color payoff of this color is instantly amazing. And one thing that I really like about it is that even its longevity is really amazing. It is one of those colors that even when it fades into a completely brand new, beautiful hair color. When I tried emerald the very first time, it faded first into a lighter blue and then into a really gorgeous silver. I have no clue how it happened, why it happened, what happened, but it was one of my favorite fade out processes because even though the color did lose its vibrancy through the weeks that I wore it, it just became a different color each time. Its stylability then, because it is such a unique, gorgeous color, is something that is really fun to play with. You get to wear really beautiful gem colors, you can keep it simple, keep it neutral, or play with it, which is what I've done in the past, and just go full emerald, full turquoise, full teal with your outfits as well. It does then also tend to really complement its complementary colors. So if you go for like a burnt orange look or something like a bit more of a warm tone, it complements it very well. The only reason that I put this as top 5 and not top 1 is because it is a very daring color. If you want to try something bold, this is the color to go for. Number 4, chocolate hair. I'll be fully honest, I was not anticipating putting a brown natural color on the top 5 best hair colors list, but chocolate, warm, honey-toned hair has to be one of the most naturally flattering and gorgeous hair colors out there. I have tried chocolate hair a multitude of times, both on myself and on wigs, and it is 100% a hair color that is always going to deliver. The good thing about something like a chocolate hair color is that the color payoff isn't gonna be anything insane. Like, it's not going to be a terribly vibrant color because it is something more on the natural side. But this color has the right amount of warmth in it. And because most likely it is done with permanent hair color, it does not fade. Oh my God. Every single time I've done it, I was always so impressed by how much that tiny ounce of warmth in it, that very, very tiny, almost mahogany, honey, caramel tone gives to the face. I've said this before. Ash colors tend to drain from the face, but anytime you put the slightest hint of warmth onto your face, even if you are rose toned, even if you are neutral, and even if you are olive toned, it's going to give, because most people look really good with warm colors. It is a relatively easy hair color to go to, and I always recommend this color instead of something like black, because it is still dark enough to play into that dark kind of mysterious hair color, but when the light shines through it, when the sun hits it, it lights up the person so beautifully. It is incredible. The styleability of this hair color is obviously amazing. So many things go to it. You can dress it up, you can dress it down, you can go super bright, you can go darks, you can go neutrals, or my personal favorites, chocolate hair with an all-white outfit. It is also really amazing in terms of longevity, because if any time you want to slightly change the tonality of the color, you can always go over it with a semi-permanent color such as an orange or a red, like a true, very vibrant orange or red. But because the hair color is dark, it's very just slightly going to shift the hair color onto either tone. If you are a lover of natural hair colors, this color might be the one for you to pick. Number 3, burgundy, baby. Burgundy hair color remains one of the most unmatched hair colors out there, because it plays the line of natural hair colors and bright hair colors so beautifully. It sits right on the middle, and it's one of those hair colors that if you work somewhere where bright hair colors aren't allowed, or if you attend a school, or if you don't want to go onto that bright hair color spectrum, this color might be the one that is going to just sit beautifully right on the edge of that line. The color payoff is insane. The minute you wash it, the minute you style it, you're going to immediately see this is a beautiful hair color. I haven't met a single person in my life that burgundy has not suited. And again, this is because it pays onto that rosiness that most people naturally have. And it's also one of the colors that no matter how dark or light your skin is, how much melanin it has, it is going to look good. The deep berry element of it just somehow complements skin so well that I've never seen another hair color come that close on the natural spectrum, sort of, to looking so good on someone's skin. And no matter how long or short your hair is, I guarantee it's going to look amazing. The styleability of the color is also fantastic. Again, it's just a really gorgeous deep berry color. Literally every single color fits with it. Chef's kiss. Longevity of it then is also really amazing. Every single time I've tried burgundy hair, it has mostly been permanent hair dyes, but even the semi-permanent hair colors, because of how deep it is and because of the fact that it has quite a bit of red pigment in it, it does tend to last for a really beautifully long time. If you're going to do it, I do recommend a permanent hair color, but you can also do it with like a really gorgeous berry color like Exmondo's Berry. Number 2. Copper. I had to add this hair color onto the list. It is a beautifully natural hair color, so if you don't want to tap into the bright hair color market at all, copper remains one of the easiest hair colors that you can try. The reason I put it on this list at number 2 is because of how easy it is to get to it. A lot of people, every time they want to bleach their hair or they have particularly dark hair, the hair always predictably turns orange. And my favorite thing to recommend to those people who do this is to simply go with it, work with it. Do not fight what the natural pigment is doing, and just tone the copper so that it looks phenomenal and it looks so expensive, so luxurious, because it suits the skin so well. In fact, earlier last year, there were so many celebrities going for like this gorgeous caramel copper color. It is going to be a noticeable enough color that your skin is going to appreciate it, and it is going to be such a pop of color. Anytime I have copper hair, I then really try to tap into my inner rich lady, so I always try to dress really fancy. I don't know what it is about the color, the styleability of it. I will never wear bright clothing with it, I will always like try to keep it toned and like wear, I don't know, a fitted white custom women's suit. It is stunning. Number 1. I wish I had a little sparkler for the number 1 best hair color that you could do, because it is phenomenal. The number 1 best hair color that you can try, and I'm saying this from my experience trying every variation of this color, the number 1 best hair color that you can try is pink. Hear me out. Every single time that I've tried pink, and I've tried it probably over 20 times in my life, some variation of it, every single shade, vibrancy, depth, tone of pink offers something. And that is because I am fully convinced that there is an underlying rosiness on most people's skin, right? So you have your skin color, and then underneath you have blood vessels, which is going to give a rosiness to your skin. And anytime you have pink hair, is going to be so flattering with your face, with your skin, with your everything, that you're going to think, holy shit, why didn't I try this before? First of all, we're not mentioning color payoff. You know why? Because you can tweak pink so well, you can put so much into it that you can do it super pastel and super light and super baby pink, so it's almost like bubblegum, it's almost like a powdery pink, or else you can go really hardcore and go vibrant pink, or else you can go super dark and go for a more berry aesthetic. The reality is that pink is probably one of the most customizable hair colors, hair dyes, whatever out there. It is incredible. If you have slightly lighter skin, if you are very fair, I would 100% recommend pink, very light pink, or think bubblegum, think this with your natural roots, especially if your hair is a lighter blonde or like a mid-level brown. If you are a bit darker skinned, if you are more olive toned, if you have a bit more green pigment given by your skin, go for a more coral approach. Play with your skin tone. Don't really fight it. Go for something that is a bit deeper in color, maybe a bit like a burnt pink. If you have very rosy cheeks, you can even go for like either a cool tone pink, almost mixing silver into it, or really just roll with it, play with it, and go for a super bright, vivid pink. I've never seen anyone with an ugly pink. In fact, every single time I saw someone with pink hair, rocking pink hair, I mean any color, any shade of pink, even if it's a synthetic wig, I've always thought to myself, holy hell, that person looks amazing. If you want to try the best color, go for pink. But every single one of the colors that I mentioned before is also a truly beautiful color. I wish I did it top 10 best colors. I honestly wish, because there's so much that I could give, so much that deserves to be on this list. But these are the top 5 most reliably beautiful hair colors that I think are going to really complement most skin tones and are going to get the most compliments out of people. If I were to recommend a color to someone to wear for the rest of their lives, it would definitely be one of these. However, as always, I do love all my hair colors very equally, and I do still urge you that if you don't try one of these, try literally anything else. I always say, try it once and then make up your mind. Don't make up your mind before. If you enjoyed this video and if you enjoyed me, hit the subscribe button, join the Stellar fam, and let's learn a thing or two together. And let me know down below what other content you would like to see. Anyways, I'm off to film some content for my brand. So stay tuned. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you'll give it a go, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, babies. Look at this beautiful hair. Yes, I did get this with my product. Thank you for asking.